Hi everyone, I'm Varsha from CSCP. So my topic is Introduction to AngularJS, the power of MVVM. AngularJS is a powerful open source JavaScript framework maintained by Google, revolutionized front-end development by introducing the model view model MVVM architectural pattern. It allowed developers to build dynamic single-page application with unprecedented ease and efficiency. This slide introduces AngularJS, a JavaScript framework created by Google. Explain the AngularJS changed how web apps were built by applying the MVVM architecture, which separates data, UI, and logic to make development faster and cleaner. Mm, why AngularJS solving front-end challenges? Streamlined development. AngularJS addressed common front-end development pain points by offering features like two-way data binding, dependency injection, and directives, significantly reducing boilerplate code, enhanced user experiences. Its declarative approach and efficient DOM manipulation contributed to more responsive and engaging web applications, setting a new standard for user interaction. Why AngularJS is solving front-end challenges? Key points to explain. Before AngularJS, developers manually update the DOM, wrote repetitive code, and struggled with dynamic data. AngularJS solved these by offering two-way data binding, dependency injection, built-in directives. These features reduced development time and improved the user experience. Streamlined core concept modules, controllers, and scopes. Modules are containers for different parts of an application, providing a way to organize and configure code, promoting modularity and maintainability. Controllers manage the data and logic for a specific view, connecting the model to the view and handling user interaction. Scopes act as the glue between the application model and the HTML view. They objects that contain application data and methods facilitating data blending. Streamlined development explained that AngularJS reduces boilerplate code. Unnecessary boilerplate code means unnecessary repetitive code. It gives developers ready-made tools so they can focus on logic instead of manually handling UI updates. Data binding, the magic behind the two-way synchronization. AngularJS two-way data binding automatically synchronizes data between the model and the view. Any changes in the model are immediately reflected in the view and vice versa. This eliminates the need for manual DOM manipulation, making development faster and less error prone. This dynamic connection streamlines updates, ensuring that your application's UI always reflects the underlying data without complex manual coding. It mentions that efficient DOM updates, declarative HTML, better performance for single page application. This allowed web apps to feel more like a desktop application. In modules, directives allows developers to extend HTML with custom tags and attributes, encapsulating reusable behavior and structure directly within the markup. Declarative programming. This declarative approach makes HTML more expensive and easier to understand, enabling developers to create richer, more interactive web components. Examples: ng model, ng repeat, built-in directives like ng models for two-way data binding and ng repeat for iterating over collections or fundamentals to AngularJS. Modules used to group components of an application. Controllers handle business logic and data for the view. Scopes, objects that connect the view and the controller together. They form the foundation of every AngularJS app. Service models and dependency injection, building reusable components. Services in AngularJS are singletons that carry out specific tasks or share data across the application. They are instantiated only once and can be injected into controllers, directives, or other services through dependency injections. Dependency injection simplifies application architecture by components with their dependency rather than requiring their own. It explains the most famous AngularJS features. Two-way data binding. If the user updates the view, model updates automatically. If the model changes, view updates automatically. This removes manual DOM manipulation and makes development simpler. Routing, crafting single page applications. AngularJS enables the creation of dynamic single page applications. It allows different views to be loaded and displayed based on the URL without requiring full page reloads. This provides a fluid and continuous user experience, mimicking desktop application behavior within a web browser. Directives extending HTML. I explained the AngularJS allow developers to create custom HTML attributes and tags. Examples: ng models and ng-repeat. Ng-model binds input to data. ng-repeat loops over array in the UI. This helps build dynamic and reusable UI components. Testing in AngularJS, ensuring robustness, and AngularJS was explained with testability in mind, making it easy to write comprehensive unit and end-to-end test for your application. Unit testing, isolating and testing individual components, ensuring that each part of your application functions correctly, and end-to-end testing, simulating user interaction across the entire application helps verify all that components work together seamlessly. Built-in support. AngularJS provides modules like ngmock to facilitate testing, simplifying of creating testable code, and custom mention how directives let you create your own HTML elements. It makes HTML more meaningful and organized. Migration to Angular. What's next? While AngularJS continues to power many existing applications, the evolution to Angular introduced significant architectural changes and performance improvements. Declarative programming explains the difference. Imperative, how things happen. Declarative, what needs to happen. AngularJS lets you describe behavior in the HTML instead of coding it manually in JavaScript. Machine and that's all. Thank you.